Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I thought it would be fun to do a quick before and after video featuring my first native plant installation here at the Carolina Garden House. Now this was actually planted just over a month ago, like we're at 6 weeks time. I cannot believe how the plants have responded to being planted in all that sand. So let me give you an up close and personal view of how I built this bed, how it got planted, and what it looks like now, just over a month later. So as always, ground plane coverage is my priority. And though there's still some open spaces in this bed, I know as these perennials grow out, they are going to completely fill up every square inch. So some of the plants, actually we've not had really any plant losses. It's quite remarkable. Of course, the echinaceas are starting to bloom. They look great. I'm super impressed with all the different salvias. I planted these. They were in tiny pots and they've grown so much. You can see the Joe Pye weed is just now getting ready to start to bloom. And the agastaches have been incredible, flowering essentially since the day they got installed. The pycnanthemum is definitely starting to take off and fill in, just precisely the goal. You can see these different flowering colors of the salvias. I really love them so much. I'm probably most excited, as is Reggie, about the growth and development of the Salvia leucantha. Now, Salvia leucantha is one of my favorite plants, and you can see it's just starting to put out its flower buds. I've really struggled to keep this as a perennial in my other garden, because I think in the winter we're so wet that it can kind of drown out. But I think with all the sand that these are planted in, these may actually be the most reliable plants I have. Of course, more salvia here, agastache, and look at this beautiful fireworks solidago or goldenrod. No, this is not ragweed. Don't get those two mixed up. Overall, I'm just really pleased with the growth and development of this space. It's been super low maintenance, really not requiring much water at all since being planted. And I know by next year at this time, you won't see any ground space at all. So I have to sort of temper myself, recognizing that these plants are only going to get bigger and bigger. This garden is super tiny, but it's certainly serving as inspiration, as soon we will be developing the rest of this massive front yard lawn space. So we will not be keeping it all turf, obviously. We do want to have an area where we'll be able to set up a tent. Actually, I'm having a tent set up today in about a half an hour in preparation of the fall open garden, which is scheduled for Saturday, 24 September from noon to 4 p.m. You know, I'm very aware as I develop this property that I want to use this for large events and educational opportunities. So in that sense, an open turfed area that can easily be mown is really critical. But I certainly don't want all of the square footage devoted to high maintenance grass. So I cannot wait to get started on the new beds. We probably won't break ground until the beginning of November, but I do have a big plant delivery getting dropped off here on Friday. So progress is soon to be made, and I cannot wait to keep you all in the loop as we continue to develop this property. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please give me a like, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. And as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy gardening.